until Friday evening. So between now and then, if you haven't won yet, you still got a lot of chances to do that. Cavs lose a squeaker last night, 98-92, 2-2 against the Celtics.
That's a bummer.
Cavs are still in good shape, boy. If we were in the West, we'd be doing a lot better. But Cavs right now, 9-6.
Not too bad at all.
No, not too shabby.
Above expectations. Got a tough week, though, because they have the Nets Wednesday and then the Warriors on Thursday. That's a tough back-to-back.
Cavs are a bright spot, given the floor falling out over there at Brown Central. So, I guess. Listen, I know Cleveland's a football town, all told, but, it's nice when the Cavs are doing well.
It is. And they've done pretty well. Like, they have a lot of people out last night. So the fact that they even hung in that game just shows, like, how much fight they have, considering they had, like, 3 or 4 starters. It was not their full strength. And
they had 3 guys on the floor at any given time?
No.
No, that's how they just played horse instead of... Were you courtside last night? Was that
like right behind the basket? Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Why are there so many empty courtside seats?
Because they're too expensive.
Well, there wasn't that many that are empty. Just when I was filming, I feel like they're...
Well, no, I saw Mike Polk's photo, and it looked like a lot of
that
empty
was just people
seats.
trying to get down there. Like, I saw that, too. Like, people were still getting to their seats. Like
that was early.
It was early in the game, and people were trying to get down there. But, like, it filled up pretty good. But on a Monday night, people are coming straight from work, and they're trying to get their drinks. They're trying to get settled in. So it's just, sometimes it takes a while to get to the seats.
So Cavs Celtics 98-92 last night. Cavs are off tonight. They will be in New York to play the Nets. 7:30 tomorrow night, and then they'll be back at home on Thursday night. So you'll hear all of it here, of course, on WMMS. We got a very terse email from the Indians this morning on the subject of we talked about it as recently as yesterday, on the subject of the lawsuit between the Cleveland Guardians roller derby team and the Cleveland Guardians Major League Baseball team. What was going to happen, right? The roller derby teams had their name for a while. They filed a trademark infringement lawsuit against the Cleveland Indians. And the story was that the MLB had offered them a 4-figure settlement, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. Like what we give people 16 times a day here on the air is what they wanted to give. So we get this very terse email this morning saying that the Cleveland Guardians baseball team and the Cleveland Guardians roller derby are pleased to announce an amicable resolution of the lawsuit filed by Guardians Roller Derby, whereby both organizations will continue to use the Guardians name. And I had to stop myself from replying because we know Curtis over there at the Indians. We've got a good relationship with them. And I was going to write him and go, you got to tell me more than this. But then I figured that might be inappropriate because, he told us what he can tell us. But God, I'd love to know what this is all about. Why 2 teams are you going to use the same name? It's just got to be the calculus on the part of Major League Baseball that they just go, fine, do it. We're a baseball team. It's a $1 billion organization. You guys want to skate around a track.
Yeah, throw some
and
money
have fun.
And shut up.
I don't even know if there's money being thrown around. I mean, it said an amicable resolution. So I assume that means there's some payment, but payment would imply a name change, I would think.
No, I don't think
Why
so.
would you? Really?
It's almost
we're going to give you $50,000. Obviously, they'd have to bump it up from 4 figures, I would think. When it really got into a negotiation, they'd have to go, all right, fine. Give us $20,000 and buy us all new costumes. What are they called? Uniforms.
Costumes.
Well, it's like there's no full-time roller derby people, right?
Get
it's
us
like
in wardrobe.
Right. And you change your name to something else. So both sides held firm, and now both organizations will use the Guardians name. Because we were reading over the finer points of these yesterday. What did they say? The lawsuit implied or outright said this is going to cause confusion among the fans.
Not even a bit.
Not one day later, they come out with this.
Well, I don't think we will hear of the roller derby team again after this week.
Meaning what?
I mean, like, when are we going to be hearing about a male roller derby team? It's not like people are all of a sudden going to start following it.
It's a male roller derby team?
Yes.
I thought it was a female roller derby team.
Male roller derby team.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I hadn't heard of them before all this nonsense.
Right,
And,
that's what I'm
you know,
saying. Like,
but they're still out there. They're playing games. They've got fans.
they're doing bouts, and I'm sure they are. I just don't think it's something that's all that mainstream.
It's going to be tough for their
They're the
SEO.
prong of sports.
I think
You son of a bitch.
I think it puts a whole new paint job on things that this is a male team. What they really need to do is just meet up in the middle of the field and duke it out, and the last team standing gets the name, right?
Last member of the last team. Yeah, but there's way more people on the Cleveland Guardians baseball team than the Cleveland Guardians
Starters
roller
only.
derby team.
Starters only.
All right.
But there might be some bruisers on there. And also, if you ever watch roller derby, it is a violent sport.
It's pretty physical.
It's very physical.
More
So
than
these people
left
can throw,
fielders
yeah.
are doing.
Can I tell you something?
Ready.
I did not know there were male roller derby teams.
We talked
I
about
thought
this.
When?
When this
it
whole
first
story came
started.
out.
That it was, I don't remember the word
Yes.
male popping up in this.
That was like part of what we talked about, was how it was like we didn't know that male derbies existed. It was always females. And then we did the whole bit about names. And
Yeah, I was going through Smashley Simpson and Punter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
Those aren't guy names.
No.
They're all chick names.
I don't know.
If you Google funny roller derby names, there won't be a Jim or a Frank or a Mark in there.
Those aren't funny names.
Yeah, they are. Mark's a really, apologies to Mark's, hilarious name, right? With a Q?
Whoa.
Like Bullet Boys? Come
Hell
on,
yeah.
man. Hi, smooth. Okay, so it's a guy. All right, well, there you go. Well, congratulations, whatever happened over there, to both.
Is it a congratulations? So it seems like they
What
just
am I going
kind
to
of
say?
gave up.
You know, I don't know. That's why I wanted to know more. You got to give me more than that. You got to tell me. I don't need any. I'm not trying to break any, lawyer-client confidentiality. I just want to know what the because again, this usually when you get one of these official press releases, it's all this flowery language about blah blah blah. This is 2 sentences, man. Maybe
It's
one.
all good now. Leave us alone.
Yeah, maybe
Stop
one.
talking about it.
Buy some hats.
Maybe they just did the math and they were like, look, anybody that Googles Cleveland Guardians, ain't no roller derbies coming up. So, but again,
Well, it was the Cleveland Guardians roller derby team that was suing the Indians.
I know they were because they
So-
predate the Indians. So,
Right, so they're
I wonder what agreement they came to.
probably just some money. And they probably went in low, and then they go, okay, well, we'll take you to court. And then go, well, how about this? And you go, oh, yeah, that'll work.
Well, for a while, there were 2 versions of the band LA Guns, and both versions were chasing 4 figures. So maybe just
Right.
like this, they were like, you know what? Peaceful resolution, guys.
There you go.
You
Let's-
be the San Fernando Guns, and we'll be the Los Angeles Guns.
Jeff Tate's Queensryche. Yeah. You guys go do your thing, and we'll go over here and do ours. Well, listen, yes, congratulations. I'll say it. Congratulations to all parties involved. I hope that, listen, the press release said an amicable resolution, and they're not lying. Amicable resolution. I'd love a press release that was like, yeah, these dicks wouldn't take what we offered them. So anyway, we figured it out.
I don't know if it's a poor person thing, but I'd like to sue a corporation one day. Like if I break a bone.
Anyone can sue a corporation.
But with reason. Like if I
You'll lose,
break a
but-
bone in a Target or something. Like that's something I wouldn't feel bad about for 1 second, is just like fully doing it up and limping for a year and just being like, I can't ever walk again. It's ruined my mental health.
Does that run in the family?
Target has to give me $8 million.
Oh, the slip and fall? Is that a big thing in the Santora clan?
No, I think
Oh.
that's a poor people thing. That like or at least it's for me. I won't even include all poor people in this. I have had dreams since I was a little kid about suing a corporation for millions of dollars.
Wow.
Because it's like easy.
Well, you've had dreams about, it's not easy.
not
You've
easy.
had dreams about millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Somehow your brain filled in, I'll just sue a corporation.
yeah, I'll get hurt in a McDonald's or something.
Right. Because that always works out. Nobody ever slips in a fast food restaurant.
My
There are-
coffee's too
have
hot.
you noticed that there aren't a lot of millionaires walking around from slip and falls in McDonald's?
Once they put that yellow sign up, you can't
That's
sue 'em.
right.
But it's gonna be.
wet floor.
It might not be a slip and fall. Maybe it'll be a. I don't know. Maybe one of the knives will fall off of the display and cut my arm, and then
The
I'm
knife
bleeding
display at McDonald's.
at Target.
Oh.
Then-
Duh.
or better yet, bring your own knife display, put it on the counter surreptitiously at McDonald's, and fall into it. You go, oh, who left these
Why are
McKnives
these
here? Oh,
McKnives?
no, I'm
These
McCut.
McBlades.
Where's my McLawyer?
I do love Russian dash cam footage of people just throwing themselves
on the
in
car.
front of cars.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
I wouldn't do that. I don't want to get too hurt, but I'll spray it at ankle. I'll sprain an ankle. Delete this segment so that they don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel bad if it were a corporation, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but corporations, I think, always find a way.
You have to. That's like a lifetime commitment, though.
The gains are all theirs. The gains all go up. The losses all go down. So I always figure they're going to find a way to screw the employees in some way to make up for.
How?
I don't know it. You
Who
ask
would
them.
do that?
When you sue them, ask a major corporation. I don't know. But there's a way to do it.
That's how I'm going to get famous. It's not going to be from comedy. It's not going to be from radio.
There's Santora. It's a slip and fall, lady, everybody. Yes,
the coffee was too hot.
Coffee was too hot.
Spilled it on herself. First degree burns.
Yeah, once in a generation. I think you have to be the first one in on that. The lady who was first in on the hot coffee, she got paid.
Right.
It's like a once in a generation lawsuit.
I'll figure out what
But you have
mine
to
is.
set that precedent, you know?
I'll
McDonald's
drown-
v. Juan Valdez.
I'll almost drown in one of those Bass Pro Shop fake, you know what I mean? Those
They're
little
not fake, they're
Mountainades.
full of water.
That's what I'm saying. I'll jump into one
They're
of those.
aquariums, yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of people jumping in those.
How could you fall into one of those though? And it be see that's the workaround. You have to find a way to make it the store's
Yeah,
fault.
you can't make it because they have signs all over the place like "Don't go past this
Yeah.
point."
Get out of here. I mean, every place is going to cover themselves with signs.
That's the thing too with trying to sue a corporation is they've covered their bases most of the time. So you really got to
There's some
find a
loopholes
way.
out there.
You gotta, yeah.
Or just like get hit by a mail truck or something. I'd lose a finger.
Yeah, because
for a
the
mail
post
truck.
office is loaded.
The government is loaded,
The post office ain't.
but they're
It's
part
not
of
all.
the government.
It's not all one big pot. It's not a big bowl of M&Ms. They just
think
walk
it
by and
is.
well, find out. See if they'll pay you in a big bowl of
Okay.
M&Ms.
Hey, if you're a mailman, just hit me with your truck, and I'll give you half. Is this what's this? Conspiracies?
I'm not part of this at all. I'm not listening. I'm not listening to any
Insurance
of this.
fraud.
I'm
no,
not
it's not
listening.
insurance fraud. It's a it's like when murder is pre-planned.
Premeditated murder.
Premeditated truck accident.
Oh boy. Listen, you, dear listener, won't have to do any of this nonsense. You won't have to engage in any subterfuge whatsoever because I have $1,000 for you right here. I've got 4 figures to give to you. You can go fund yourself right now. Good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword GRAND to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's GRAND to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
Alan, I hate how people joke about the McDonald's coffee thing. That poor woman had third-degree burns. Her vaginal lips literally fused together. It's horrific. Now,
Is that how you drink coffee?
I'm not a gynecologist. I think it's probably highly suspect that that's what happened. But nevertheless, yes, she did suffer. And
Yes, I
that's
knew
why,
that they were, but
that's why she got paid out. But
wasn't making a joke of it. I'm just saying that that's like a landmark case of somebody suing a company and getting a huge settlement.
Was she trying to drink it that way?
I don't know about that.
Or did she just like
spilled
put
it.
it?
Spilled it on her lap.
I didn't know the story. I just heard a
You
lady
thought she was
sued
trying to drink it
McDonald's.
that way.
I didn't know if it was like the butt chug where you get more drunk if like the caffeine mainlines through your vagina.
Yeah. 220 degrees. She was trying to butt chug. Yeah, it was.
Well, no one wants to touch my vagina.
People are crazy.
I know. Alan, that roller derby team didn't really have a solid legal footing like they made it seem. They haven't had a game since 2019, so the common law use of the name was questionable. Oh. Okay, I mean, again, that's probably getting into the legal weeds, but
But that's also, did they not have a game because of
COVID.
COVID? Yeah.
I don't know. Well, COVID wasn't 2019.
But if they had a game in 2019, they haven't had a game since 2019, so all 2020 didn't have a game.
Yeah.
And then maybe 2021 still couldn't get it together.
I think we're going to find out, and you're welcome, everyone, because I gave you this idea yesterday. I've just putting a roller derby track down inside the diamond at Progressive Field. I think we're going to find that was part of the amicable resolution. Is they're going to go, all right, everybody, it's Guardians bobblehead night.
Instead of the hot dog races, or they put the hot dogs on roller skates.
On inline skates.
Yeah, and that's how they do the races from now on.
Do they roller derby in old school 4-wheel rubber stopper skates?
God, I hope so.
So
Yeah.
they're not inline skates.
They're not.
No.
That would be more fun.
Well, yeah, it's harder.
Inline skates?
No, 4-wheel skates.
No, inline skates would be fun. It's fast. It's why they still on old timey 4-wheel skates.
It's still very
That's
fast.
how it goes. I don't know the reasoning
Because
behind
that's
it.
the way you play. It's a tradition to use those old.
It's the way the
Four wheels.
indentation looks like on a forehead.
It's way, yeah. Okay.
I think it's probably got something to do with the stopping being on the front
I think in the
versus
movie.
the back.
Listen, you can change the sport however you like. I'm just saying that four-wheel roller skates are barely found in nature anymore, let alone
And when's the last time you went to a roller rink? That's what
when
they
I
give
probably
you.
Huh?
When you go to I went.
Yes, if you go to
probably August of last year.
If
they
you
give
go to a roller rink.
Yeah,
This isn't roller rink. They're not
That's where
playing
they-
I Love Rock and Roll while you're doing the rubber leg.
but that's
This
I
is
mean,
roller derby. I was just curious why they hadn't updated the footwear to reflect a more modern version of the sport.
But what's
probably honor.
What's so modern about rollerblades anymore, though?
Well, they're more advanced, is my point, than four-wheel roller skates.
But it's a different skill, and so if you're good on a roller skate, doesn't mean you're good on rollerblades, and so they play it that way.
But you'd
Hold
get
on.
good.
Let me ask my
But then
sister.
again-
She was in a roller derby team.
Yeah.
The
Wasn't your
referees-
sister on a roller derby team? Who am I thinking of?
No,
My sister.
No, I know your sister, but I know somebody else
our
who was on a
friend,
roller
Christy,
derby team.
who used to be on this station, she played roller derby.
Oh, Christy Candle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of.
But
I don't
the
know.
referees would rollerblade. Like in women's roller derby, the referees were usually men, and they were on rollerblades, so they could stay ahead of the action.
Alan, some lucky guy made a pretty penny when he slipped on some pee-pee at Costco. And the trouble with Costco is there was so much more pee on the ground that, boy. Well, I didn't hear about that.
I didn't
but
either.
Holy cow.
A human pee or like service animal pee?
Boy, I certainly hope that it was human pee, Mary. If nothing else, I hope that in this nation's big box stores, we are not so divided from one another that we're too good to pee on the floor at a Costco.
I don't know. I don't have a Costco membership.
Man. You don't have a Costco membership?
I live alone. What am I going to do with
you
a
should-
Costco membership?
I'm sure there's single people with Costco memberships.
What would I need in bulk?
What
as
does
a
anybody
single
need in
person?
bulk?
Well, no, it makes sense for people who have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Like if you have 7 kids, yeah, go shop in bulk. What do
Plenty
I
of people
need?
ain't got 7 kids going to Costco.
What could I even
You've
possibly
never
have?
wanted a barrel of green olives?
barrel? No, I have not. Although I did just place an Amazon order for so much coffee. Like the
Well, then
K-Cups.
there's something that you want in bulk. What do you have
Yes.
against Kirkland?
Not Kirkland, Green Mountain.
No, I know, but Kirkland is the Costco brand. What you buying it on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have Wild Mountain Blueberry flavor, so
Wild Mountain
Dude,
Blueberry coffee?
it sounds crazy.
What happened
It
to
is-
coffee flavor? I don't like coffee, but what happened to coffee flavor?
I'm telling you, this is probably the best flavored coffee I've ever
White
had.
women.
It is so good. Whatever, dude. It's good. Because I was like, my sister-in-law, when she was staying with me when my dad died, she had some and she was like, dude, you have to try this blueberry coffee. And I was like, no, that's never, blueberries. And it is amazing. It is so good. It's a light roast. It's not too bitter.
I don't know what these words are that are coming out of your mouth. I don't drink coffee, but I drink tea.
Don't
Okay.
worry though, you'll love it. You don't drink coffee, but you're gonna think this is amazing and delicious.
I'm not trying to change his mind. I'm just saying it's a really good product.
She's trying to mansplain blueberries
Oh, God,
to
here we
me
go.
as
I
well. She's
will
trying
maresplain.
I'm sorry. Trying to maresplain, yeah. Hey, Woody, hello.
Alan,
Yeah,
how's your day, brother?
good. What's up?
Nothing. I'm just heading down the highway. You guys were talking about the roller skates, and the roller skating back when that was a thing. I don't know if it is still today, but that was a big thing back in my 6th and 7th and 8th grade years.
Yeah.
And but yeah, do you remember the movie Rollerball?
I do remember Rollerball with Jimmy Kahn.
Yeah. It was just a bizarro. It was like extreme roller derby, right, with motorcycles and like heavy metal balls.
Yeah, it was kind of like the Running Man, where not necessarily, but it was like corporations replaced countries, and so they had these teams of people playing murder ball out there. They tried to remake it about 20 years ago, and it stunk. But the original's good.
Oh, that's right. They did try to make it, but yeah, but the first one was wild, especially as that came out when I was like in I had roller skates on my feet when that movie came out.
Well, I remember Rollerball came out I was in kindergarten. Rollerball came out in the mid-'70s, and it was set in the distant future of 2018. I love those. You're like, oh, my God, we're going to be killing each other with roller skates in 2018. But, yeah. Okay, hey, thank you, Woody. I got to...
So
Cox Out pregame Sunday morning, Woody. I'll see you there.
my sister texted me back and said that quads, which are the original roller skates, quads are more stable when jumping and landing, better for your ankle support when you're going around turns, and they have axles, so you can lean forward, backwards, side to side, and all 4 wheels stay on the ground. So it's just better for...
Could you do it on 3 wheels?
Well, I was like, how much jumping are you doing?
There's some jumping because you
She's
have to
like,
jump
a
over
lot.
people.
Yeah, she's like, you need like instead of them being in a line, it's harder for you to turn without falling.
That's why those girls all have soccer legs.
Yeah, so constantly jumping and hopping, apparently.
That's the name of my autobiography. All right, I got a break. If you want to get a text for anything,